everyone, and welcome back to another Valentine's Day card series video. So I'm starting with these Lawn Fawn heart dies and a piece of white cardstock. That cardstock measures 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. And I'm going to use all of the dies that come in this set. You just bend them and break them apart. You just want to be careful of these sharp edges. You can clip those off with a wire cutters. So I'm just going to place these more towards the right side of my cardstock, and I'm just going to place them where I want them to go, and it took me a while to get them to kind of look how I wanted to and not just like they were in a line going down the side. But once I get them situated where I want them to go, I'm just going to tape them down with little bits of washi tape. And then I'm going to run that through my Cuttle Bug. So you can see I tape those down. I can just run it right through my Cuttle Bug, and then it's going to cut out all of those hearts at the same time. And I am going to use the negative piece of this, so I'm not going to use the hearts themselves, but I'm going to use the whole white piece. Alright, so I'll just get that run through, and then I can go ahead and take out my piece and then pop each one of those heart dies up. And then you can use the die cut piece for any other project. You'll have a whole bunch of hearts all ready to go for your next projects. So I did have the Distress ink out, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use the Love Me paper pad from My Mind's Eye. And I'm using this piece. It striped on one side, and then the one side says love multiple times. So go ahead and cut that down to 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And then I can set that aside. I'm going to go ahead and stamp my cat image. This is from Mama Elephant Perfect Pair stamp set. And I'm just only going to stamp one of the cats, the one that is facing to the right. Because you get both in this set, so you can use both of them together or just one by themselves. And then I'll stamp that with my Tuxedo Black Memento ink on a piece of Coordinations 110-pound cardstock. And then I went ahead and hit that with my heat tool just to make sure that it was completely dried before I colored it in with my Copic markers. Now parts of this got cut out, but I colored this with my E31 and then a little bit of my E33 in some of the shadow areas, and then the darker gray black that you see is W7, so I just went ahead and added that in to color this like a Siamese cat. And then I'm taking my E33 and I'm going to add a little bit more darker around the black edges so that it blends a little bit better. It doesn't just go from completely dark to completely light. And then I'll go back in with my E31 and just color in the entire cat part. And then I'm also going to color in the nose and the ear with the RV10, which is pale pink. And then I went ahead and fussy cut out the entire cat image, and I left a white border around the edge. So now I'm going to take the I Love You stamp from the same Mama Elephant stamp set and stamp that with my Tuxedo Black Memento ink. Just kind of situating that to see how I want that to go on my card front. Alright, so now I can go ahead and assemble my card. So I have the pattern paper that I chose, and I'm adhering that down to a white A2 size card base. It's a top folding card base, so you just take your 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and cut that in half the long way, and then you get 2 card bases out of that. And then I'm going to adhere this heart panel down with 3D foam squares. These are the large ones from Best Creation. And that way there's going to be a little bit of gap between my die cut hearts and the background. Just a little bit of a different look on there. I want to make sure I get some foam squares in between those hearts too so that it doesn't get pushed down easily. Alright, then I can go ahead and adhere that right down in the center of my pattern paper. And you can see that my pattern paper is a little bit bigger than that piece. And then I'm also going to take some more 3D foam squares. These are just the small ones from Best Creation. And add a few of those to the back of the cat so that that will be popped up on the card as well. So there is a little bit of dimension to this card. I'm not sure if it would cost any more, but you can also just not skip the foam squares if you do want to send it in the mail and you worry about the price difference. So then I went ahead and took some white sequins and I arranged these kind of scattered along my card, and I had to cut some of it out because it actually took me a lot longer to figure out how I wanted it to go. And then I'm adhering them into place with some Tombow Mono Multi Glue. And then that will be my finished card for today. So I just wanted to remind you guys that this is just card making. There's no right and wrong way to do it. I just have a lot of fun making cards. So if my colors aren't right or anything, it's fine. I just have fun doing it and enjoy sharing these videos. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not already, and I will see you back here next time. Bye!